Hello, let's go through what's better, exercise or nutrition for some different goals. I get asked about this a lot, okay? So let's start with weight stroke fat loss, okay? So we've got a column for exercise, we've got a column for nutrition, okay? So for weight and fat loss, okay, a lot of people think that they can burn off the bad things that they're eating. Oh, that sounds bad in itself, doesn't it? The bad things that they're eating. But anyway, people think that exercise can in some way basically cause this. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Exercise burns calories, okay? But the calories that exercise burns isn't actually from the calories that you use from your let's say your maintenance calories, okay? So if you've got an amount of calories that you need to exist every day, when you exercise, those calories don't actually get added on quite the way you think. So for example, if you're looking at your wearable fitness technology watch thing, and it says you've burnt 500 calories in a workout, a lot of people then think, yay, I can now add 500 calories to what I'm eating that day. No. Because there are other things going on in your body. So for example, you have your digestive system, you have your brain function, you have your immune system, you have your reproductive system, etc., etc. They all take calories. When you exercise, what tends to happen is calories get diverted from those other systems to exercise, rather than just the exercise calories being added on. This is why you cannot reliably create the weight stroke fat loss that you want from exercise, okay? So unfortunately, exercise on this one gets an X, okay? Everything that you want to achieve through weight stroke fat loss is actually going to be achieved with your nutrition, okay? But here's a caveat. There had to be a little condition, didn't there? Right? Statistically, people that exercise generally do better with weight stroke fat loss than people that don't exercise. And yet I've just said that exercise doesn't really do that. The reason being is there's a couple of reasons that will come to mind, and there may be more, but I'll stick with these two. For one, exercise helps your mental health, your emotional health. And most people have some nutritional issues because they use food as an emotional crutch. Okay? Exercise helps improve your mental health, which means you're less likely to use nutrition as an emotional crutch, which therefore means it's easier to create the weight stroke fat loss that you desire. Another aspect is that people that exercise also have a very conscious thought of, I don't want to put this effort stroke pain in and then waste that effort stroke pain by going wrong here. So this causes help with adhering to this. But on its own, for weight loss stroke fat loss, do not rely on exercise. Rely on nutrition. Okay? Next thing down. Muscle, fitness, performance. Okay? Nutrition is not for that. Okay? There will be a little thing. I'm going to add that. But basically, if you want to gain muscle, right, and you're outside of the categories of being a child, which they just grow muscle because the hormones are there, and also the people that add a bit extra, you know what I'm saying, right? If you're one of those people that is outside of those categories, then in order to achieve muscle, in order to achieve fitness, and in order to change your performance, it has to be through physical exercise. It has to be, right? Weight loss and fat loss is something that is affected by energy balance. But muscle is something that is affected by mechanical triggers. Okay, these mechanical triggers have to be activated during exercise. But I've put a little star over here for the nutrition column for muscle, fitness and performance, because obviously if you don't eat very well towards your goals, you make these goals harder to achieve with this. You know, you might feel less energy for training, you might have not as good recovery, so on and so forth, right? But make no mistake, if this isn't present, this doesn't happen. Just like, for example, if you're exercising and you want this, but this is unregulated, this probably won't happen. Hence why these are ticks and these are crosses, okay? If you want to get mad at me in the comments. It's all good. I will entertain any conversation. Okay, cool. So, for weight loss, fat loss, focus on nutrition. For muscle fitness and performance, focus on your exercise, right? They are very separate, very separate. Okay, physical health. I'm just going to straight up put a tick in both. Okay? Physical health, like you know how your body's regulated, your hormones and everything else. Honestly, exercise and nutrition both massively impact all of this. Okay? So do not pick one or the other for maximizing your health. Make sure that you're looking after both as much as you can. Okay? Same thing with mental health. Exercise has an enormous impact on your mental health. Okay? One of the main reasons is, first of all, consciously doing something that you know is healthy for you and doing something that has an element of challenge and effort and adversity. Very good for the mind. Okay? But also the hormonal effects are very good for fighting off symptoms of depression and so on and so forth through how it regulates your biochemistry and exercise. And nutrition is the same. We want to have good nutrition for our mental health because there are aspects within the diet and the effects that diet has on your body that can severely affect your mental health, both from a hormonal point of view and from a physiological point of view. Okay, when your nutrition's not as good and you're like creating problems here, this can directly affect your conscious mental health. You know, you don't like yourself as much, you know, you feel more self-conscious, but also like the stuff that's going on in the background, becoming more insulin resistant when your nutrition's not as good, can play havoc with your mood regulation and everything else. So basically, if this is your goal, focus here. So weight loss, focus on nutrition. If muscle is your goal, focus on exercise. Okay, push this hard, right? If physical health is a thing, push both of these hard. If mental health is your thing, push both of these hard. That's it really, it's really straightforward, but the main thing to look at here is don't think, right, that you can train your way to weight loss and fat loss. And don't think that you can avoid exercise if you want to have better performance with just nutrition, okay? Otherwise, just exercise well, put lots of effort in, and eat really healthy and so on and so forth. Just do all of it. Have a good day.